Electronically submitting your DS-160 form is the first step before your visa can be processed. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you frequently asked questions pertaining to DS-160 form. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Patty. If you're joining in new here, I share videos on business, immigration, my lifestyle, and of course, travel vlogs. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 6 main points or 6 frequently asked questions that pertains to DS-160 form. So the first one, I'll be looking so much on my screen. So I'll be looking at my computer so you don't get distracted. We're going to be partitioning this video into 6 compartments. First, how to access the DS-160 form. I'm going to be listing out some frequently asked questions on how to access this. 2, how to complete specific DS-160 form questions. And of course, I'm going to be outlining some frequently asked questions. And 3, how to correct answers on submitted DS-160 form. 4, DS-160 form confirmation page. 5, groups and family applications. And finally, treaty investor or e-visa applicant. So you don't want to miss out on this. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the. So the first frequently asked questions on DS-160 form is, where can I access the DS-160 form? I received a comment on one of my videos, someone reaching out to me like they filled a different DS-160 form, only for them to get to the embassy and it wasn't found on the system. That is so frustrating. So it is very impeccable for you to know where you can access this DS-160 form. You can access the DS-160 form on the consular website. I'm going to drop it on the screen so you can see where to access it. So that's the first place. This is where you can be able to access the DS-160 form, and it should look like this. The DS-160 form should look exactly like this. Please do not go and fill a form where you get to the level of the embassy. I don't know how we did it. The comment I received, that is why I'm making this video actually, but it got him, there was nothing of, he wasn't found on the system. So you want to make sure you get the right website. Another frequently asked question is, I am having trouble accessing the DS-160 form. You want to make sure that your which browser are you using? Are you using Firefox, Google Chrome? So always check with your browser so to make sure that you can be able to access it, because with some browsers, in some cases, you might not be able to access it. So make sure you have your browsers intact before you forge ahead with your DS-160 form. So you can use Firefox, higher Internet Explorer, or Google Chrome to fill out your DS-160 form. What documents do I need to complete the DS-160 form? Of course, before you commence your DS-160 form, make sure you have your passport, your travel itinerary, your hotel booking, or maybe your invitation letter. If you're a student, you make sure you have your I-20 with you and all of that. Make sure you have all of these documents before you begin your process on completing the DS-160 form. Can my answers be in my native language? Of course, no. Your answers cannot be in your native language. Your answers must be in English. Everything has to be written down in English. The next one is, are all questions mandatory on the DS-160 form? Not necessarily. Not all questions are mandatory. Always make sure to read the instructions to know that you're answering these questions and you're not leaving out some points. Even if you do leave out a point or a mandatory question, it always bring you back to the application. The next category is completing specific questions on a DS-160 form. Yes, on this one, we have the first question, which is, how do I sign the DS-160 form? The DS-160 form is being signed electronically. You do not need to manually sign your DS-160 form. You can do this digitally on the website. This is the last stage of your DS-160 form when you're submitting it. So you must, by submitting, you already acknowledge that you've signed it. So you, by submitting, you're signing it electronically, as simple as it is. Another question is, can a third party complete the DS-160 form on my behalf? Of course, yes. There are some people who are not versed or know how to, to fill out this DS-160 form, or there are people who are not well schooled. So what happens is, you can always get someone to help you to fill out your DS-160 form. And if you're having trouble filling out your DS-160 form, you can reach out to my email for a one-on-one session. I am helping my amazing subscribers to answer their questions, their immigration questions, or their worries that they might have on a one-on-one session. You can book a session with me, a 15-minute session with me on Calendly. I'm going to be dropping the link down below for a one-on-one session on your immigration questions and answers. The next one is correcting answers on a submitted DS-160 form. Under this category, you might have questions like this. I'll just have to read it out on my laptop. After I have corrected or completed my DS-160 application, do I need to schedule a new appointment or return to the US Embassy or Consulate? Please always make sure in this regard to contact your embassy or your consulate. They have their number so they can give you specific instructions on this particular aspect. The next one is DS-160 confirmation page. Do I need to bring my entire confirmation page on my interview date or when I'll be interviewed? No, you do not need to bring out the entire application. Just the confirmation page is needed for you. Yes, so you don't need to print out everything. You just need to bring out your completed you just need to print out your confirmation page and bring it to the embassy. Another question is, I submitted my DS-160 form, but I lost my confirmation page. Can I regain that or can I retrieve it? Yes, of course. You need to go back to the website and try to reprint your confirmation page in case you've lost it. The next one is other group and family applications. Let me just read out a question. I am traveling with my family or as a part of a group. Can I create a family or a group application? Of course, you can create that. You can create a family or group application. There is a part where it says email confirmation on your confirmation page. Always check that out and you can be able to create a family or a group application for your family. This brings us to the last frequently asked question under the treaty investor e-visa application. Okay, this is the question. I am applying for a treaty trader what is happening? I am applying for a treaty trader slash treaty investor e-visa. Do I need to fill out the DS-160 form and the DS-156E? It all depends. If you are a treaty investor E2 applicant, you need only to complete the DS-160. If you are a treaty trader, that is E1, or an executive or a manager under E1 or E2 visa category, you must complete the DS-160. And your employer must complete the DS-156E. I know this is a little bit complicated or confusing. USA has a lot of visa category. If you've been watching or following my US travel series and visa B1, B2 visa category, and I didn't make mention that I'm going to be mentioning or bringing out videos on the various types of US visa. You want to know the type of US visa you're coming under, so it will help you. So please stick to this channel as I'll be sharing with you more and more videos on the different US visa types that you can actually use. I'll be talking on investors, student, visitors, and so much more pertaining to the US visa immigration. Please, I am not an immigration lawyer. All of the information I share is from my own experience and of course doing research. Okay, now you've banked a US visa, you have your US visa and you are here. After having the US visa, what next? Can I work in the United States under the B1, B2 visa category? And can I obtain a social security number while in the United States of America? I want to go anywhere as I'll be sharing these tips in my next or subsequent videos. If you've watched up to this point, I am super grateful. Thank you so much, amazing 3,000 subscribers. I deeply appreciate you all, and I'll be doing a giveaway on this channel. So please stay tuned and do not go anywhere in this channel. And beside this, I share videos on travel vlogs. So while after taking the education, you can relax by watching those vlogs too. And do not forget to drop your thoughts. And please subscribe and also leave a comment. Do not forget to give that thumbs up. It tells YouTube algorithm to keep pushing this video forward, just like we did with this one. And we are almost at 30,000 views. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Until my next one. Bye. Bye.